Hi guys, and welcome back to episode number 4 of our Mass Sales Attack 8-week-long series. We are officially halfway through, which is kind of crazy to think about. And I'm going to try not to use my customer service voice in this episode, so bear with me.
How may I help you?
I wanted to treat this video a little bit more documentary style, if you will. So share some of the key things that I've learned so far since launching the agency, launching the YouTube, getting things off the ground and running. So yeah, let me know if you like this style. Let's get into the video. Hi guys, happy Monday. We got the car set up today, which is nice. Okay, so what does a week in my life look like? Honestly, it varies depending on what I'm focusing on that week, what's up, what's going on, what I'm doing. But usually Mondays, I will focus on admin. I do like to have my week already planned out, set, ready to go before Monday even hits, just so I'm not like scrambling the day of. I am heading down to the office today to get ready, to get organized for the rest of the week. This week, we are focusing on the sniper plan, doing some client work, as well as meeting with a new potential client within the health and wellness niche. So it should shape up to be a great week. I'm excited. Let's get into it. It is absolutely scorching this week in Toronto, like hotbox, heatbox, supreme, but not complaining. So yeah, let's get rolling, quite literally. Okay, it is Friday and we are heading out to do some door knocking. Fun. For the Mass Sales Attack plan, I like to do 1 day at least per week of door knocking. That's what we have committed ourselves to. Last week was the first week that we went out, and honestly, it was definitely a little bit intimidating beforehand, but through the process of doing it, Simonette and I hit the town together. It was honestly amazing. It was super rewarding. We met some great new people. Getting to talk to people face to face is one of the most valuable things that you can do to market yourself for your business, to get your name out there. So I would definitely recommend in person where you can, especially when you're just getting off the ground running. So I'm heading out this week. It's a little rainy today, but we must go on. What do I usually bring with me? What's in my bag? Well, I don't usually have a bag when I go door knocking because I like to be sort of hands-free, but I do bring my iPad. I feel like the iPad is just a little bit easier to take notes, like it's less clutter. So yeah, I'll usually bring that along with me so I can get any contact information, any details they tell us about what they may be in need of. I like to list it in the iPad. I also have Studio 8 business cards. These are my business cards, and then Simonette also has some business cards. So yeah, I can show you guys that really quick. So yeah, that's usually what I bring with me. I bring a stack of the cards, and I like to bring as many cards as the number of businesses that I'm planning to go in and speak with. And then in terms of the door knocking fit, so I like to go for, okay, you can't see the pants, but I'm wearing white pants. And I like to go for the elevated door knock fit. Ready to go. I am heading out solo this week, but that's okay. It's good for me to just keep taking the pitch for a run. If anyone's interested, I can tell you what my pitch is. I might do that in the next video. Try to take you along vlog style. So yeah, I'm planning to hit at least 5 businesses today. And these are definitely some of the ones that are hotter on our sniper targeting list. So I have actually done my research before going into these places. I think episode 3, I showed you exactly the process that we do to get very familiar with these businesses and areas that we can jump in to support. What are some of their pain points? I like to sort of know what we're walking in on before we go. But then I do also hold some cards just for those like sporadic door knocks, businesses that I sort of come across as I'm walking along, and yeah, go in and introduce myself. I would say, just all in all, door knocking is definitely not as scary as it seems, nor are most things in life. The thought of it is often a lot heavier and scarier than the actual action of doing it. This is just a reminder to push yourself, do the hard things. I'm big on the confidence competence loop. Nobody starts anything at the beginning feeling like the most confident, brave, brilliant person in the world. You learn by doing, you become more competent as you go along. So that is a philosophy that I 100% abide by. I have witnessed it, I've lived it in the process of starting the business, growing it, now going out and quite literally walking in cold on people's businesses. So yeah, if you are looking for a reminder or a push to start, let this be your push. You will grow in confidence. You will become smarter. I promise you, you will grow as you go. But in order to do that, you have to start and you have to take action. So that is my speech of the day. I do have to go knock it up on some doors. So yeah, happy Friday, guys, and I will chat with you soon.
I know just where I'm at. Can you dig it?
I am in a different location today. Feels like a little bit more podcasty, which I'm liking. I wanted to speak a little bit about social media because I feel like I haven't really shared what my plan is or what some of my goals are. And I now have started posting, as you can see, on YouTube as well as TikTok. So I will share some of my learnings with those platforms, some challenges, some things I've had to overcome, all that good stuff. So yeah, let's get into the video. I have been posting consistently on Instagram since the beginning of the year. I would say when I first started, I was super consistent. I was posting, I think, once every 2 days. As things started to get a little bit busier with the business, getting our first batch of clients, obviously the paid work took priority. So I would say it was like consistent, a little bit less consistent, and now I'm slowly gearing back up to the point of full throttle consistency. Instagram, I would say it's been pretty good. Happy with my content, my output, the quality. I would just say I think I could do a bit of a better job feeding it to the algorithm so that it picks up on my content a little bit more consistently. In terms of like the overall look and feel, my strategy with Instagram, I'm super happy with it so far. I would say Instagram is definitely a little bit of a scarier audience when you look at it compared to TikTok, for example, even YouTube, honestly, because YouTube is longer form content is definitely harder. The videos are a lot longer. You have to be able to talk freely in front of the camera, which is not really easy to do at first. And I would say Instagram feels like you are standing in a classroom presenting to a room full of your toughest critics, whereas TikTok feels like you are presenting to a group of your friends. And YouTube, for me currently, feels like I'm standing in the room alone, but that's okay. This is a necessary step. And honestly, the whole purpose of this YouTube is to document. So I'm not concerned. I also have learned not to judge my success based on numbers, which can be a hard separation to make when you first start. Anybody who says they have the secret sauce, they have the secret formula to getting 34,000 views overnight is lying to you. You have to be consistent, you have to be strategic, and this stuff takes time. It's not a get rich quick scheme, as made out to be in certain environments. Anyway, so yeah, that's the story about my Instagram. Now, in terms of YouTube, as you know, we've been doing the mass sales attack plan, which has been going well. I have definitely gotten a lot more confident talking to the camera, sharing my perspective. I feel like now I'm starting to get comfortable with actually giving my POV, like saying, okay, this is what I think, this, blah, blah, blah. But it is hard when you're starting to make content for you. Most of the content that people resonate online with is benefiting them in some way. When you're starting off, it's hard to not make the content about you, because a lot of the things that you're doing for the first time. You kind of just have to push through it. It's not an easy period to go through, but you learn by doing. So yeah, drive on. I say YouTube, I'm getting more comfortable and I want to keep up with it. So after the mass sales attack plan happens, I probably will commit myself to another 8-week series. Having the 8-week series makes it impossible for me to not make a video because I have made a public commitment to doing it. So yeah, that's very, very high level what's been going on with YouTube. TikTok, guys. I think this is why I want to talk about social media this week, because I feel like I've had a good small win with TikTok over the past 7 days, which we're liking. I have been posting on TikTok 1 to 2 times per day over the last week, and I feel like this is where my content has been destined to be. More organic engagement, my views are better, I feel more consistent, I feel more comfortable over on TikTok, which is great. And I actually want to keep posting. Like it becomes a little bit addictive, not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm liking TikTok. I'm looking to keep building up there. It's entertaining, it's fun. It can still be educational when done in the right way. But yeah, definitely a good one with TikTok over the last week. And I am excited to keep moving forward with that.